Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Rena the Wolf and let's talk a little bit about the current Carrie Fletcher drama. Because seemingly this girl just can't stay away from drama. I love it. On the other hand, I hate it because she has to go all through this. Anyway, if you have no idea who Carrie Fletcher is, she's an American singer-songwriter mainly known for her unapologetically authentic lyrics. And about that, she never hid that she's queer. Most of her songs about being heartbroken by or happy with other women, and oh, I actually loved her for that. Not gonna lie, to be completely honest, I did not know about her at all up until about 2019 or 2020, and looking back, I did not really like her early work for some reason. It just did not click for me. But then when she released the sex tapes, I fall in love with her over and over again. And with each new single or EP and album released, I was just like, wow, I wish I could be myself this unapologetically. So anyway, Fletcher through the years had several dramas. This is how the sex tapes and then Girl of My Dreams were released, and I loved each and every part of it. This is my personal opinion, but these two albums were just like aftermaths of breakups and stuff like that, and I could relate to it so well. And then when In Search of the Antidote came out, I was like, ooh, okay, she is just releasing it all. Like, all the anger, all the bitterness, no pun intended, everything that she has been through is put on the table, straight and square. Again, no pun intended. But yeah, and I was like, damn, okay. So she decided to get on a healing journey again. And I loved each and every minute of it. And I loved to know that she was just getting better. She had her World Tour, which unfortunately I missed last year. And then the current drama is that she released a new song. And when I saw the title, I already had my suspicions. So, the song titled Boy. And my first impression was like, okay, so Carrie Fletcher is finally admit to the rumors. And I know, my first impression was pretty rude. But this was my first raw impression. So I listened to the song and my heart broke immediately. And not because da-da-da-da, yes, she just admitted that she is dating a man. So before we do anything else, let me just analyze the lyrics a little bit because it seriously broke my heart. Okay, so let's talk about the lyrics a little bit. I've been sitting on a secret and I don't think I can keep it anymore. I've been hiding out in Northern California where nobody knows who I was before, where they won't judge me in the morning. This breaks my heart because she actually felt like she had to hide this. And most probably in this past time, she was just happy trying to find answers. But she had a feeling that if she just, no pun intended, came out with this, she would get like a lot of backlash, things like that. And when you put your life under the microscope, it can be scary. So I can totally understand that. We were counting down, the music stopped. We were waiting for the ball to drop. I closed my eyes and I leaned in. I kissed a boy. So it's a reference to it happened on New Year's Eve. And she kissed a boy indeed. So this was the point where I was like, okay, so you admit it. You kissed a boy. So what? And then I was like, wait, so she's been carrying this secret for like half a year. And I was like, if I was in love with someone so much and they would make me so happy, I would not be able to keep the secret for half a year. For a good while, sure, but for half a year, definitely not. But then I came back to the first verse and I was like, oh, okay, so you were afraid of the judgment, which is totally fine, don't get me wrong. Okay, chorus. And I know it's not what you wanted to hear, and it wasn't on your bingo card this year. Well, it wasn't on mine. Okay, maybe after last year that we actually saw this wonderful, wonderful person trying to face all her fears, all her bitterness, all her heartbreaks, and finally announced that she found her antidote, which was, at least for me, I won't talk for everyone else, but at least for me was like so satisfying and such a happy moment when I just kept listening to In Search of the Antidote on repeat for days, sometimes for weeks. Whatever. And then this happened. I get it. She knew that some people will be disappointed. And yes, it wasn't on my bingo card either, but it happened. And she also did not expect that. But I fell in love and it wasn't with who I thought it would be. And I'm scared to think of what you'll think of me. Oh, this was like punching me in the gut. Because she just fell in love with someone unexpected, and I think it happened to all of us, regardless their gender. And this one line, and I'm scared to think of what you'll think of me, oh my god, I was like, girl, let it go. You have been unapologetically yourself in these past few years. That made you so fucking authentic. His lips were soft. I had no choice. I kissed a boy. At first I did not necessarily understand the I had no choice part. Then I was just like, oh, you felt the attraction and you had no choice. It was not like any hidden thing is like he forced himself on her or something. Right? Moving on to the second verse. Laying my cards on the table, I'll admit I don't know how to label it. So I thought about it, and I have never heard FLETCHER labeling herself as a lesbian. I think, and I'm pretty sure about this, she has always stated that she was queer or that she's in a spectrum or something like that. But definitely she has never said that she was exclusively a lesbian. You can think that I'm a hypocrite, that's cool. But releasing this song actually implies that you're not cool with this, babe. And I get it. I'm just following my heart is what it is, and only time will tell. Yeah, do that. Follow your heart. Be yourself. And if it means that you're happy with a man, you go and do that. As long as you're safe and happy, you go and do that. Yeah, so, and only time will tell if I will or won't do this again. Maybe I've changed, or maybe it's just him, but I leaned in and kissed a boy. Okay, so let's think a little bit back, and let's take the song Girl of My Dreams, which actually starts out like, number one was a boy, and he had the greenest eyes. So actually, she did this before. Will she do this again? She does not know, and it is fine like that. You don't have to know. Something has changed, and maybe it really is just him, and she would get back on a pussy diet because it can happen. But right now, as I can see and hear and interpret, she's just happy with someone who is just not a woman, which is absolutely fine. Okay, so that's all about the lyrics and the upcoming album. I listened to this song almost immediately as it came out, and since I felt like, okay, this might be controversial for some people, I listened it to YouTube first, and I checked the comments, and a lot of comments were about how rude the people were on Instagram. And I'm not going to like insert comments here, because even I started to feel bad and sick when I went through the comments, and I was like, oh, are you for real? Like, are we thinking about the same person? Like, okay, sure, it might be disappointing a little bit to some people. FLETCHER, the person we knew as an unapologetically authentic singer who kept singing about loving, having sex with women and getting heartbroken by women, is no dating a man. Okay, fine, I get it. But yet again, she has never ever stated that she was exclusively a lesbian. She has always said that she's queer or that she's on a spectrum, which is totally fine. It can change. And sure, you can't choose who you love or who you fall in love with, and that's totally okay. Carrie Fletcher wanted to share this experience with us, and I get it. It was unexpected. If I was expecting anything for this year, it was not this. It was definitely not this, but she sounds happy, even though most probably she's gone through hell trying to figure out what is happening in her heart, and she just wanted to share this experience with us. And hey girl, I appreciate you. And no matter what, I'm going to listen to your new album as soon as it comes out. Right away, I will be there. But personally, most probably I will not be able to resonate with the new songs as much. And it's not only because chances are it is going to be about a man. As I can see, it's about finding a new part of her. I mean, based on the titles, it's about finding herself again. Not really like reinventing herself, but like finding this part of her and the journey of this exploration per se. And most probably it is going to be wonderful. But the reason why I would not be able to resonate with this album that much is that I'm going through the complete opposite right now. I just got heartbroken by a woman, and nevertheless, I will listen to the new album. I will appreciate that, well, yeah, she laid her cards on the table, because this is her journey. And no matter what, there are going to be people out there who are going to be able to relate this experience. Me, not so much. And I bet that there are other people who would not be able to relate to this that much. I personally am going to be there and support Carrie Fletcher in this journey. I'm going to listen to the new album. Most probably I would love the style, and I will love how she talks about her experience, sings about her experience. And honestly, the way this community acts, I don't know. Partially, it's concerning because Carrie Fletcher just wanted to express herself. So let's talk about something before I end this freaking long video now. Fletcher has always separated Carrie and Fletcher. This is my impression, and if I'm wrong, you can correct me and please do so. But Fletcher has always been the artist, the singer, the musician who, even though was not like a typical persona on stage, and tried to be as authentic and honest and open with us as possible. But Fletcher is not Carrie. And as I could see, she always separated these two. Carrie was part of Fletcher. Fletcher was part of Carrie, but they were not like necessarily the same person, which doesn't really make sense anymore. But I had a very good train of thought about this. But if it makes sense, that's great. So I think Carrie showed everything that she could of Fletcher, but Fletcher tried to protect Carrie. Carrie was a much more private person, which is fine. I mean, definitely nobody wants their whole life be up in the open. And she is not an exception. She still has her own life. And the way the community acted just proved her right about being afraid and anxious about telling this secret. No wonder she kept it a secret for like half a year. And most probably she loved this man so deep. And she's so proud of this man. And she was afraid to tell us. And that breaks my heart. Anyway, that was my rant about Fletcher's drama. Girl, try to stay out of the drama. You've been doing this for years. But seriously, I hope she is really happy with this man and this relationship will last. Anyway, guys, that's way more than enough of me ramble. So, if you like this video, please give it a good old thumbs up and smash that subscribe button. It costs you nothing, it means a lot to me, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.